Everyone, I just wanted to chuck this little bit in before the main introduction and say that there was an altercation, I suppose a disagreement between myself and a couple of members of the Roll clan from earlier in the week. As a result of this, the player in Roll who got quite angry with me decided to basically block me on everything he could, and then he deleted me as a friend, I believe, also, and went straight. Well, he didn't went straight, but he went in a gen chat and started bad mouthing me, criticizing me, calling me toxic before he and without even speaking to me. So he found something out. Basically, he deleted me and then decided to talk shit about me. I've known this guy for years, but it kind of put me in an awkward position now, whereby I think people will agree that if he is the type of person to just ignore or block me and then go straight to Gen chat talking shit about me, then he is also the type of person who will probably tell quite a few other people, And, we both know similar players in the PlayStation community, so I can't really have it now whereby if I say nothing and he tells people a story about me, it's going to be his story is going to be kind of biasly negative towards me for obvious reasons. And then if they tell someone else, then it's just going to make me look bad without putting my side of the story forward. Plus, people know how gossipers tend to be. Once they tell a story to someone, they tell the next person, and they will miss parts out, or they will omit parts, or they will forget parts of the story. And then if that person tells someone else, then they'll do the same. And it doesn't take very long before the story that's being told is just mostly inaccurate or mostly false. So if you are on PlayStation who has heard this from that player, then I just wanted to show my side of it, and I'll put it at the very end of this video. So the last 10 minutes or so of this video should be me discussing it and whatnot. I won't say who the player's name is because I'm trying to do out of respect. I'll still treat him like an adult. I won't. I'll just explain my half of it so that people who've heard this story from this guy will know my side. So yeah, that'll be the last 10 minutes, but I just wanted to chuck that in by here. Hi everyone, hope you're all doing well. Gonna be doing my usual Clan Wars weekend roundup thingy bob of how it went this week. It was it was a good week, but it was an intense one. The leaderboard is as follows. There is about 40 minutes left of the session. Roller called it. So the weekend started at yesterday morning, obviously. Roll decided to load up on Levy Wars on Thursday. We don't play Levy Wars, and I imagine a lot of our cards don't because we hate it. But Roll decided to play a lot of Levy Wars on Thursday, and I got to 1,215 points. So on Saturday morning when we started, we were at 1,000, so we were a good 200 points behind. And over the next, well, like 6.5 hours yesterday, we grinded against, Retro, against Rush, SSSR, against Gain, a bunch of other good guys, Taxi. Grinded against those guys for 6.5 hours, and eventually we got in front of Retro. No, sorry, got in front of Roll. So we were at 1,230, I believe, and Roll were at 1,215. And it was, like I said, it was after 6.5 hours. This was of sweating it out, and then Roll got on and decided to grace us with their presence of playing because apparently we unlocked the final boss at that point. At that point, I just basically said no. I'm not playing into that strategy. I'm not play. I'll talk a bit about that later, but I'm not playing that game. I'm not, if they want to play that, I'm not doing it. I was too tired. I had been sweating out. I was exhausted. There was about an hour and a half left of the day. Hunt hadn't capped out yet, but the guys were here on a Sunday, which I checked before I went off. I said, look, guys, I'm too tired. I'm too tired to play Roll at the moment. I was playing for too long. I'll play tomorrow, If I had lost that, if we had played yesterday, after all that, after those 6.5 hours against Roll, I probably would have been shit, just because I was half asleep. The game before that, we played Retro, and we barely won. Barely won. Like, Flip managed to clutch it out. and that's the game that got us ahead, and that just done me into it. It sapped all my energy because I was like, end of the week fight for us. It was so close. On that note, like retro fair play yesterday afternoon, we played retro twice, beat them once, lost once. The win we got, like I said, very close. The first match we got thoroughly beaten. What they played really well, and we just got the floor wiped with us. So fair play retro. Fair play SSSR actually as well. We must have played SSSR like a dozen times this weekend, and every single time, I think we lost one. But every single time we played them, they tried different comps, they tried different strats, they gave it their all every time they played. Like a lot of clans at that point would have either dated or dodged. They nearly didn't. They played us every single time. So fair play, SSSR. Like thank you for that. As our game should be played. But yeah. Anyway, we started today, and Hund, we were at 12:30, I think. No, sorry, I'll go back. I haven't finished. So after I called it yesterday, there was about an hour odd left, and Roll kept playing because they were only 15 points behind us. Anyway, they were playing. You have a clans in the game. They lost to Rush, and then they beat Rush afterwards, and they finished Saturday session on about 12:07. I want to say. So they started at 12:15, lost 8 points overall for that hour and a bit that they played. So we started today, and we were at 12:30. They were on 12:07. And Hunter needed his 8 games. So he was like, right, what we'll do is we'll play these 8 games for the first like hour and a bit. Get Hunter's random. Hopefully Roll jump on at one point. And we play them. So we played the 8 games. We got to like 12:40 or something. We didn't get many points. We got a bunch of no pointers. Anyway, Hunt capped out and Roll weren't playing. So it was like, right, we'll call it. We got like a 30-point lead. And then hopefully we'll just keep an eye on the leaderboard. I'll edit my video, etc. Roll then jumped on probably like an hour ago at this point for the last 2 hours, say. And they started playing. We started then, we jumped on about half hour later because the Hunt was out. And we were like 15 points ahead of them, something like that. Anyway, they lost to Rush. And they are at 12:04 now. We were still playing at this time because we tried to queue them before they got Rush. We did his matchmaking, didn't like thing. So they lost to Rush, and then they all went off, which is really odd because they could have, like we were playing, so they just went and they're offline now, and they've called it, and now we stopped obviously because there's no reason to. So that's how that went. It was quite an odd ending. We didn't actually play roll at all this weekend. With regards to the strategy thing that I was talking about earlier on, basically, this how do I put this? It's a strategy, but I'm not too fond of it at all. Anyway, so Roll last weekend, basically, they played us 3 times. They beat us twice and they lost once. So, but they didn't finish first because they lost to a bunch of other clans. Like they lost to Russia, lost to a couple of Xbox guys, and that's what cost them the week. So, it's not a coincidence, let's be honest. This weekend, they decided, right, what we're going to do is we're going to play Levy Wars, get a big lead because the competition obviously isn't as fierce. They're not going to go up against like Retro's A team or Rush's A team or anything like that. And it's Levy Wars, so it's inherently not as like competitive. Not that I besmirch anyone who likes Levy Wars, is fine, but you don't have to. I think you agree, like because most of your damage comes from the Levy and the Levy can't miss this auto aim, that it's inherently a bit like it's not as balanced, you know. And a lot of clans kind of sit it out. They use it as a farming session. Anyway, so their idea of doing this levy war, loading up on levy wars, was a good strat for them. It's not a nice one, I would say, because that way they don't have to play. They don't have to grind against Rush and Retro and all that stuff. Which is why yesterday afternoon, after we played them for 6.5 hours, that's why I was annoyed with them because, like I said, 6.5 hours of us grinding against top Rush team, top Retro team, top SSSR, top game teams like that, really having to work for it. And then after 6.5 hours, they show up. I'm like, oh yeah, we'll play you now. I'm like, no, no, no. I'm exhausted. You're not going to play us now. And that's quite evident in that after we went off, they played an hour or so, but they actually lost points overall because they lost to Rush, you know? And the top clan can't just cherry pick their matchmaking as far as I'm concerned. You've got to play the other guys in the group. You've got to play everyone as far as you can't just like load up on Levy Wars and then, oh yeah, we'll play Bowser right at the end and then that's sorted. Like, no, that's not fair. If you can't beat Rushes and the Retros now, you don't deserve first. You can't like cherry pick games. So that's how that went, but luckily we got it overall in the end. With regards to the games, quite a few good matches. I got a new Masto. It's Duhan's armored design, as you can see. But it's we went up against a lot of Helios spam this week, so this is an answer against that because obviously if I'm going up against like 3 Helios spiders and a Masto spider, I don't want to be in a Bastion. I'm squishy as hell against that sort of thing. So I prefer this because this is kind of an all-rounder. If I have to fight punnies in this, it's not too bad. But if I'm going against Helios as well, then it's quite ideal. It's probably like 7k Dura to strip the guns, and then you got a cohort carb afterwards. You got a cohort perk, so it's pretty nice. I would say I kind of like it. It's nothing special. I haven't tried it out against any like super sweaty spider teams because we didn't play ball this weekend, but it didn't do too bad. Anything else? I've used a ghost carb for mass and power. I'm gonna fuse a machinist and Helios's from the mini battle pass before the end of it. I think just have the Helios's there in case I need it. I probably won't use them, but it's nice to have like stuff in your inventory as a just in case. Oh, actually, I did try incinerate the spider today. Basically, the idea was I wanted to try and incinerate the spider with 3 DPS spiders, and then I'm sort of like a master with more heat. And so there's perks to the incinerator. Sort of incinerators, for example, if you run up against spider builds who are running Goliaths, then the incinerator ignores it. So you'll notice that like our sand roll, all of our spiders have Goliaths in front. That's mostly to block mastodon shots because it keeps the mastos from hitting the cabin, so it saves you a bit of time. Whereas incinerators just like a bubble, it was just a puddle essentially, so it doesn't really care. It didn't really work just because you have the heat, but against spider clans, everyone's moving so much that you only have heat. You don't really do damage. So yeah, I think the Master was better overall because you get the heat from the Master if you land the shots. Plus, you get the 700 damage that it actually does. So it was an idea, and I built the build, and I kind of like the build to be honest, but it didn't really work, unfortunately. That's one of the reasons why I love this game so much. You can just think of shit, like maybe this will work, and then just try it and build it. Like I can't think of any other game where you can just like okay, we have a problem with a comp. Oh no, we have an idea against a comp. Let's just think of an idea, build the idea, and then test the idea. It's just all you. You don't have to go for anyone else. And how many other games you can do though? Just make something on your own to help some. Anyway, anything else? Made a blight bug as well. Not too bad. That's pretty much it actually. I'll like I said, I'll do the videos, the clips now. Some good games, and thank everyone for watching. Oh yeah, it's perfect. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I'll push left hub, you push right? Nice, triple gun. Do everything. Pretty much. No, he's still there, he's right here. That would be really annoying. Yeah, he's dead, I think. Finally realised he's run out of ammo. Dohan, do you want to just go here and decloak left maybe? And then I'll block middle and then Hubba come decloak right? No, it's 3 fat breakers and a bug. Yeah. Dog on left, bug on left. Nice hunt. Expected resignation by the end of the week. Guy cloaked on the left. Counter push, guys, counter push. Guess your tap, yeah. I'll hit mini next. Nice. What do you do to him? Hund, can I go incinerator? Yeah, you know. Fuck yes, go. Fucking go. I'm gonna be so happy. Yeah. All good. It did read. Yeah. I imagine he won't even be in the fucking game, bro. Oh, special gun right. This mini guy. dude's just on my roof. Please kill or pop this noob. Thank you. So tap next. Oh no, I hit the look. Exactly, so we really need to, when a poke comes in, focus him out. Oh, bro, don't scare me. Don't scare me like a... Okay, yeah, I just gotta pop up the door. Yeah, I'm not being silly. I know, bro. No, let me do my thing, man. Oh, this guy. Where's that guy gone? Yeah. Now they're coming in. Nyoki's chilling up top, so don't worry about him yet. Okay, yeah, no. Capo stripped. Nyoki's coming in, turn. Just when I come in. But can you stay there just to be in front of me? Actually, no, just hug that bit if you can. Hug it. You'll be in cover then. I need you Goliath as well. I don't peek, just stay in cover if you can, please. Actually, yeah, Echo, can you get ready to push left when you're like somewhat close? Yeah. Just chill. We'll just chill. We're not like in a rush. Just let us know when. Okay. But wait. We'll go in a bit. We'll go now, actually. Yeah, we'll go now. It's fine. Alright, Capro, please. That's all heat and I can get on Capro. personnel get down, hopefully. No, maybe not. Yeah, nice. Jump. Wait, the hunt. What builds do you have in? He can. Yeah, God. Dog crook left. Come back. Come back. Come back. Come back. Dog crook left. She's probably on left avenue by now. Anyway. Yeah. No, sorry, no, the barrier thing. Barrier 6-1. Thank you. Sai is top. Sai Shalom. Guys, two in a line, like by there if you can, just watching her eye. Yeah, that's it, that's it, that's it. Alright, those coming in, he's not lit, hot. Okay. Stay on me, on my back. start decloaking, perhaps? Alright, base it is. Move up on the left, guys. We got the cut. Yeah, they're coming in now for sure, watch out. They've got no real. Squeeze. Breathe in. Good job, Bastion. Dun, 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 dun. Go left, go left, go left. Everyone jump in, please. Hawk's in. Need a Hawk dead, guys. Hit the Hawk on the dicing spot. That didn't work. Cut right, cut right. I'm going after the Hawk just because he's easy hit right now.
I got a poke behind me. Can someone? Right here? I need help here. Oh, I'm dead. No, just got 2 guys on it. How about you should go mid? Punnies could drop bridge as soon as they can. That'd be swell. Oh god, it did put me. Damn, I'm sure. The Hun looks like he's on the time of his life on that thing. We're pushing, right? Please die. Thank you. I've really hurt. Oh boy, this is awkward.
Someone wasn't paying attention. Two on the left. Maybe. Because you'd be great on. Ah, come on. Your walls? Oh no, no, take it back, take it back. Never mind, never mind. Get this side of it. Kill these two on the left if you can. Where the fuck did no go? Right. Me and Hubba are gonna go introduce ourselves. Oh, fuck. Oh, Hubba's trip. Not great. Jeeves isn't looking great. Who else we got? Who's left? okay. Thought we was in trouble for a second, but guess not. As I said, I'll do this this last thing at the very end just to sort of explain the situation and to clear my name essentially, because as I said previously, this guy went straight to Genta talking shit, which means he's probably going to do it elsewhere, which means I don't want people who we both know to only hear his side of the story, and it will naturally be biased. So I have to divulge certain information, which only for the purposes of clearing my name, but I'm not going to say who this guy was, and I'm going to leave a lot of bits out. I'm just going to say the minimum basically of what happened, because that way, if you're a PlayStation guy who he's told about this, then you'll know what I'm talking about, who I'm talking about. Whereas if you're just a random Xbox guy or you have no idea who these people are, then you won't get anything from this essentially. So basically, it started about 2 months ago, I would say. There was a weekend against Roll, probably about 2 months ago, where we played them. Must have been like 8 times in the same weekend, and it was a pretty good weekend overall. And they were during that period. I think I titled it like a special weekend or something along those lines. Anyway, during that weekend, Roll were playing with a player called MCEZGG. He was in the Roll team. It wasn't Roll at the time, sorry. It was Peak. Peak was the name of the clan, but Peak is basically like what Roll is now. It's the same guys for the most part. So we was playing against Peak, and MC was in the game. Now, I'm not going to say who, but one of the guys in the Roll clan, who was in the Roll team with MC, was messaging me during that day, during when we was playing them and in between the games, and he was essentially blaming MC for the losses. Now, I wasn't in the team and I wasn't there, but when I was playing against MC during that day, he seemed to be doing pretty damn well, and one game in particular, he clutched up with a round just with one masto shot on me. It popped me, crippled me, and if he hadn't landed that shot, which was a difficult shot, I would have got away on my ranged hover, and we'd have won that round, which then would have won that match. So as far as I could see, every game we played against him, he was doing pretty damn good, and one game in particular, they won because of that shot. So I thought this was a bit harsh, and just to put into context also, how I think this is particularly kind of messed up of the guy who was messaging me, because he's playing against Bozo, he's playing against me, and he's in a party with MC, and he's essentially blaming his clanmate and blaming him to his opponent. So he's messaging his opponent, blaming his clanmate for the losses, which I thought was pretty unfair, and I thought it was kind of harsh, to be honest. I'm kind of messed up. You would do that while you're in a party with a guy. So after that day, I messaged MC, and I meant it with nicest intentions in the world. I didn't say, "Oh, by the way, MC, this guy's talking shit about you. This guy's blaming you." What I did, I messaged MC, and I said to the extent of, "Look, mate, if they do blame you, if you're getting the blame for anything in this game, it's probably not your fault. You seem to be playing well, GG's." Because I've been in clans before, I'm sure many people have, where for some reason one particular guy is under a microscope, but if you actually look at the games back, everyone makes mistakes all of the time. I will pick any of my games against Roll, and I will pick out all the mistakes if I wanted to. I'll make mistakes, Hunt will make mistakes, Flip makes mistakes, all of us. But for some reason, in certain groups, one guy tends to get the end of the stick for some particular reason. So I didn't say to MC that this guy was, talking shit about you. This was 2 months ago. I said, look, mate, if they do blame me for anything, it's not your fault. You're playing well, GG's. So that was it. Nothing came of it. A month later, MC leaves Peak, and because he seems like a nice guy. I watch his streams, and he seems like a nice guy, and so it makes sense really. So I tell MC that he can join. Now, unbeknownst to me, one of the guys in our clan, I'm also not going to name him, had a problem with MC joining the clan. And it was along the lines of, look, if MC joins, then I'm going to have to leave because I have an issue with this. Now, a lot of people could blame this guy, but if you have a problem with someone joining your clan, then the most mature thing you can do is to speak up about it and say, look, I have a problem with this. I blah blah, blah for this reason, blah 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 blah, and etc. If you don't do that, then the guy's going to join the clan, and then the relationship could fester, and then next thing you know, the atmosphere of the whole clan can be affected. So this guy who came forward said, look, I don't want MC to join. I have a problem with this. Was being an adult about it. He was just being honest, which is the correct decision. I felt really bad about this because I didn't check with that guy beforehand because I didn't think that he had any relationship with MC. And so last minute, we had to say no to MC joining because of this reason. And I felt really guilty about this because MC had already left Peak at that point. I felt like shit. He had to find another clan. But there's nothing we could do. It was my fault, if anyone's, because I didn't check with everyone. And like with regards to like joining when English speaking people want to join, I tend to like, I don't know, talk to them on behalf of the Hun because the Hun's Russian, obviously. Obviously, if the Hun leads the clan, I ask his permission and blah blah blah. And so I felt really bad about this. Anyway, fast forward then to last Monday. MC has just joined Roll. So Monday was his first day in Roll, and on Monday, one of the guys from Roll was streaming. So they played versus us, and they ran full dog. And you can see this from the stream. But what happened was, Hubba Bubba, you'll see him, one of the best spider guys in the game, one of the most experienced spider guys in the game. He's amazing on spider. He was in a corner of a map, and MC charged him with a bug. Now Hubba, being smart, he stripped MC's roof, and he stripped MC's guns. Right? Now behind him in the distance, and not in the distance, but right behind this fight, was Flip being attacked by one of the Roll guys. So one of the Roll guys, he kills Flip. And then he reverses away, and he tries to attack Hubba. Now Hubba's being really smart about it. He doesn't kill MC. Because he stripped him and he stripped his guns, he's got his bygone on top of MC, and he's using MC basically as armor. Because he's got MC pinned in front of him, but he's shooting the guy behind MC's teammate, behind him. So there's nothing MC's teammate can do. He can't attack Hubba because MC's there, but MC can't move. So MC ends up getting the blame for this, even though you can see from the stream it's not his fault. He's pinned it. He has no mass. Anyone who's played Firebugs will know that once you lose your roof, especially once you lose your guns, he has no mass. He's just immovable armor. That's not MC's fault. That's just Hubba being very smart, because he's using MC as just an immovable barrier. There's nothing the bug can do. Nothing his bug teammates can do. It's just Hubba being smart. So MC gets the blame for this, and I thought that was unfair because it's not his fault. Anyone who's played Spider will know the Spider weighs like 30 tons. Well, no, it's a humpback, so 27 tons. And the Firebug at that point weighs nothing. So I thought this was a bit harsh. So I messaged MC afterwards, and I said, look, mate, it's not any of my business, but it seems to me that you're just turning into the blame guy of this clan, and what happened earlier just wasn't your fault. It just isn't your fault. You know, but because I've been in clans before where like one big guy in particular just gets to shit for some particular reason because other guys in the clan can't blame anyone else, so they pick the new guy and they just blame him for some reason. And this was MC's first day into the clan, so it's not my business, I know, but you seem to be turning into the blame guy here, and it's not your fault. You played well, GG's, stuff to that extent. Anyway, MC, for some mystical reason, decided, this was a private conversation with MC, he decided to tell that guy in the clan who was blaming him. That guy, as a result, then decided to. He didn't talk about it to me. Bear in mind, I've known this particular guy for years and years. I've known him. Been quite friendly, got on great. He didn't say anything to me. He blocked me on everything you can block me, deleted me as a friend, and then he went straight into CROSSOUT general chat and started talking shit about me. Now, I don't know if it's because of where he grew up, but where I grew up, if you have a problem with someone, you talk to that person. You do not go out into the street and start bitching at them somewhere else. You talk to that guy. So I had a really big problem then on my hands where, as I said it previously, I can't just let him talk about these things and let him tell other people about the shit, because I've got to put my version of events forward, because otherwise it's just going to get skewed and I'm going to end up looking like the arsehole, when all I wanted to do from the beginning was just reassure MC, I guess, or make this guy feel better. Not that he needs it, not that he needs anything from me. I'm just trying to be a nice guy, because I feel like he was getting blamed for something that wasn't his fault. I can see it's not his fault. I just felt that it was. I just felt just trying to get reassure the guy, just trying to be nice. And for some reason, this guy calls me toxic in general chat. He calls me a toxic Welshman in general chat. Now, with regards to that, there's a lot of things that I could say. I could scream, I could shout, I could swear at him, but I will just say this about what he said. The hypocrisy, the outright audacity of this guy calling me toxic is just an absolute joke. Over the past 2 months, and this is just from what I've seen on his streams, past 2 months, he has told Bozo to fuck off twice as a collective. He has told De Hun specifically to fuck off once. He has told us that he would batter us on Mastos. He has said that he is a better Punisher player than Flippin' Hubbard, just outright. And he's called us boring. And that's just things that I've watched. That's what he said. Now, he said these things, and I haven't said anything. I told him about it, that he said these things, but I didn't complain or anything like that. I didn't make a video. I didn't block him. I didn't badmouth him in general chat. We just let it go. He can get flustered doing Clan Wars. He can get, some people just say the first thing that pops into their head. They might not think, but for that guy to then go and turn and call me toxic to a general chat because of me just trying to be nice is an absolute joke. And I won't forget that. So yeah, that's the story. Like I said, I just wanted people who would hear this side of events to hear my side. And what else was I going to say? Yeah, I think the general rule of thumb that if you're watching this, and say if you're playing against a clan week in, week out, and you're pushing for the same spots, I think it's better to never message anyone from their clan ever, for whatever reason, because I'm not anymore. I'm just done with it. Even if you're trying to be nice, even if you're trying to be cordial, anything you say can be twisted, can be misinterpreted, they'll look at something and they'll just assume the worst,